actually next week is the bigger concern compared to this weekend.
That's true. In fact, Sunday night is only kicking things off for us because that elevated risk for severe weather continues Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we'll see things start to move east, so there will be some movement with the storm system. Currently, it's across the west, producing showers and thunderstorms here across Oregon and parts of Washington, as well as into California and Nevada. This is kind of welcomed rain for us. If you're high enough in elevation, you will find some snow, but you can almost see how powerful this is, just digging down and dropping through. This will all push its way into the plains in due time, but not before it brings that chance for rain. Like I said, a few thunderstorms in some spots. There will be some snow for the higher elevations, but this shouldn't impact travel for most highway roads out there and all sorts of different activities that you might have planned. You'll just have to keep an eye to the sky as we keep things fairly active. Once this storm, though, works into the plains, it finds that Gulf moisture. You can't really get the Gulf moisture into the Rockies, so therefore it has to be that the storm moves out to find that ingredient. And when it gets that, it takes that dry air from the deserts behind it. This is also how we can get a severe weather outbreak. We will actually see a dry line develop here and all sorts of things, but ultimately it really begins
there in Wildwood, but really across the board, and it continues for a lot of us tomorrow with the showers.
There will be showers through most of New York. Today marks the 150th running of the Preakness Stakes at Pimlico. And a peek at that race does look like it's going to be pretty good here. Bernie was mentioning later that it does look to stay dry for this too. I think most of the rain is north, so we're in good shape. Where we're watching showers and thunderstorms will be on the I-95 corridor, but northward here from New York up. So if you're in upstate New York, dew air really arrives and makes a difference for us. In fact, all the numbers really start to fall here on the fringes of where we see the active weather. And as this continues to work its way off towards the east, it does keep the showers around for your Sunday across New England. It is that. Good tips there. As we look across the southeast, we will be talking about still a lot of heat unfolding. Now, we don't get the freeze, and not only there, but other spots throughout Florida and North Carolina could challenge records today. There's still some more heat as we head into your Sunday, so we will close out the weekend.
Chances, and especially early Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're looking at another possible severe weather outbreak, so it's important to know where to go if there is a tornado warning. Now, the places you want to avoid, these are unsafe. We're talking about mobile homes, any kind of large open rooms like a gymnasium, get somewhere else. Also, if you're in a vehicle, especially do not seek shelter underneath an overpass. It acts like a wind tunnel and is one of the most dangerous places that you can be. Where you do want to go is the interior room of a well-constructed home or building, something that has no exterior windows, no exterior doors, something like an interior bathroom, closet, whatever is available. But the safest option is going to be a basement. If you do have a basement, that is the lowest level of your home, and that's where you should be going. Or maybe you have a tornado storm shelter or have access to one. That's going to be the safest option for you.